Hey everybody, Jonathan, Las Vegas Collectibles. I want to do a part 2 to the video that I did yesterday. The reason being is there's been so much engagement through YouTube. I've been having so many comments. I can't get to all of them. There's been so many comments. I'm trying to, get to everybody. I'm trying to respond to everybody. First of all, if you did take the time to watch that video and you did take the time to even write a comment, whether you agree with any of my points or my perspective, or you disagree with all of it. The fact that you took the time, I want to let you know I appreciate you, and I wish I could get to everybody. I just don't have that much time. I'm trying, but I do have a full-time job. I have a family. I have a newborn. Life is crazy, and so this is not my full-time stuff. Doing YouTube is not my full-time thing. I do see what's going on in the collectible through my own perspective and collectible world, and I like to share my opinion, and I like to get conversations going, and I like to talk about things. So that's who I am in a nutshell on this channel. So first of all, just thank you. And I've never clicked on YouTube analytics before. I've never had a reason to click on one of those buttons. So this is up on the screen. So in like 24 hours, or like I put out this video yesterday, it's over 4,000 views. So truly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. A lot of people subscribe to the channel because of this, and it's very amazing. So it's very humbling. And as a thank you, as a token of my gratitude, before I go into part 2 of a follow-up that I have for this, I want to show you guys how I'm going to try to give back to the community in any way that I can. I'm gonna do a giveaway. I've never done a giveaway before on this channel. I'm gonna do a giveaway, so I'm gonna show you. I have 2 boxes here. So what I'm gonna do is, as a giveaway, just as a thank you to everybody that has supported this channel and has actually took the time out of their day. Like I look at these analytics, and there's been over 360 hours. People have viewed. All the views in total, 300, like that's mind-boggling to me. So I want to just say thank you for that. I don't get paid by YouTube. I don't nearly have that many subscribers. So this is just truly just me just saying thank you. So we will be giving away the Ikoria to anybody who subscribes to this video and hits the like button. We're going to be giving this away. Now, if I actually get to subscriber total, a specific goal, we will give away the Commander Legends. Regardless of what you think of these boxes, right? I value the Commander Legends at a higher monetary value than Ikoria. Even though on TCG Player, I think Ikoria sells for more than Commander Legends. But I personally value the Commander Legends more. And so, regardless of anybody's opinion out there, because I know we all got them, I got them, the Ikoria will be the current giveaway. And then let's see what my channel has. We'll set a goal, and if we hit that goal, we'll give the Commander Legends. So we're at 199. Hey, that's kind of cool. 199. So if we get to 225, if we get to 225, that's it, just 25 more, we'll give away the Commander Legends. It will be a situation where I'll open the box on the channel so everybody can see what the winner gets. I'm very meticulous with my collectibles, so everything will be very well protected. So everything will be filmed on camera. I will send it off to whoever the winner is, and I think it'll be a fun experience for everybody. So that's going to be my way of giving back and saying thank you, because you guys have all just really showed up and showed out, and just really appreciate it. All right, so that's going to be a separate thing. Now into part 2 of the video. So part 2 of the video, I want to show a couple things that I find to be very interesting about this topic of whether or not Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro is destroying Magic the Gathering on purpose, specifically the physical side of things. And so this was a Twitter thread by the former CEO Goldenair, which, rest in peace, he ended up dying of cancer from what I understand. So always sad, and thoughts go out to his family and prayers go out to his family, of course. But so respect, obviously, to those that have fallen, of course. But he put it in a tweet last year, and they were talking about this through different financials in 2021. They were talking about specifically how Arena is profitable. And then it's interesting because right here, it says digital is going to be a growing part of Wizards business, specifically Wizards of the Coast. They still expect the tabletop business to continue to grow, obviously. And mobile will be making up a bigger percentage of the revenue going forward. So this is last year. So this is 2021. The middle of it is July. And the former CEO was saying how they have a goal of moving a higher percentage of their revenue into the digital space. So I thought that was really interesting. I dug around for a while. I looked up all kinds of different things about the digital collectible world and how much money is made in like digital CCGs in the US. And this is 4 years old, 2018. So that's old stuff. Don't get me wrong, but there's all these articles about CCGs. You can't get anything very specific, and I don't have enough time to really like spend 8 hours and really dive into all these things. But I found it was very interesting how even in 2018, I think one of these articles was from 2015. All of these articles, though, I think was this the one from 2015? They're just talking about the growth of CCGs and that whole digital trading card space. This is again talking about the digital space, about collectibles and all that. So I was like, that's interesting that the former CEO even put it out that they even see and are planning for the mobile and the digital platforms to be a bigger percentage of the revenue. There's a lot of Reddit threads on this too, by the way. You could look into it. And, some people think that the digital space for the beginning of 2022 was about 25% of the revenue of Wizards of the Coast. Now, if you look at their actual financials with Wizards of the Coast, I pulled up from 2021 and I pulled up from 2022. If you go into the actual 10Q and like their reporting documents, they don't really separate the Wizards of the Coast tabletop from digital platform. They don't really do that very well, and I am not educated enough to really dissect this and be able to give you a clear 100% confidence of what they're talking about. So I'm not going to pretend that I know what all this is saying. I'm not going to do that. But you can definitely, if you have the brain power to be able to look into all these, you could just type in Hasbro quarterly reports and you can go and look at them. So it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. So I was looking at the most recent one. I looked at 2020 and I looked at 2021, but the most recent one, because of the new CEO, Mr. Cox, talks about Blueprint 2.0, right? So Blueprint 2.0, basically they came out with the brand Blueprint, the original one, back when Mr. Goldner was still alive, and they purchased E1, Entertainment One. And so many people on all these things talk so much negativity about that purchase. We'll see if it ends up paying off for them. But Blueprint 2.0, so this is the most recent quarterly report. At the company's investor day on October 4th, 2022, so just a month ago, they unveiled Blueprint 2.0. It's the new consumer-centric approach, focuses on fewer, bigger brands, expanded licensing, branded entertainment, and driving high-margin growth in games, digital, and direct. So, yeah, I had a tinfoil hat on yesterday, and I was just thinking about things that I saw and my perception of the events that were happening. But even this that came out last month, I think clearly, of course, confirmation bias. So I'm going to take from this what I believe. My brain's going to, if you don't know anything about confirmation bias, we all have these filters put into our brains, right? And so the information that comes in, it's going to get translated in a way that your brain wants it to be translated in, right? So it's like implicit bias, confirmation bias, all that stuff. So my perspective and my brain reads this and it immediately says, absolutely right. Now, you might read this and be like, you're absolutely wrong, dude, because everybody has those biases, and it's good that we should all be aware of that. But I read this high margin growth in games, digital, and direct. So they have a very strong emphasis in digital and direct and games, right? So games could be tabletop or digital, right? Obviously, they separated digital, so that would imply that this is talking about Magic the Gathering and Monopoly. Digital, they're talking about the online Hasbro Pulse and the Dungeons and Dragons online game. And then direct, I believe they're talking about eliminating the supply chain, where they're going to just sell directly to the consumer. And Rudy from Alpha Investments put out a video today. This is November 8th, talking about how the 30th anniversary $1,000 box is the first product being sold directly to consumer, which is also a random product. So like a booster box. So it's not a secret layer where you know exactly what you ordered and you're getting exactly what you paid for. You're paying for something that's random, so you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get a Jeweled Lotus, but it's their first. So I found it interesting that they were talking about this. Rudy was talking about the same kind of thing, and Rudy's been talking about a lot of this stuff, cutting out distributors. Rudy was also talking about how he also believes Wizards of the Coast doesn't care about the local game stores anymore. And so I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of little things going on in the universe right now where my confirmation bias is going off, right? So let me know what you think. Please subscribe and like the video. If you do automatically get entered into the free entire box of Ikoria. I'll open it on the channel, though, just so that way, you know, some content for everybody and everybody can see what the winner won. If we get to 225 subscribers, the winner will get an entire box of Commander Legends opened on the channel, and I'll send all the cards, obviously, and very meticulously and safe as I can. All right. So let me know what you think about this. There's other articles. There's this is from the Globe and Mail. They're again talking about brand insights, talking about the digital and direct and partner-based feeds, partner-based. They're talking about like through their DTC. I'm learning so much stuff by reading about these things. Kids Green put out an article. This is talking about how they plan to cut $250 million. All right, baby is going to sleep, so I got to whisper real quick. A lot of great articles. They're planning to cut $250 million in costs. How do they do that? Eliminating the supply chain. I think that's a big takeaway, and moving so much to digital. They're going to be focused on TV, entertainment, movies. And so this is another great article by Corporate Governance News. And again, talking about the cost savings, talking about the run rate reduction, and they're talking about this specifically. Look at this. Direct to consumer and digital platforms. This is the highlights of Blueprint 2.0. Blueprint 2.0. Digital platforms. Direct to consumer. This is the future, and they're looking at 2027. I'm talking about 20 years. They're talking about 5. They're talking about 5 years. Let me know what you think about all this. Does this support what I was talking about yesterday? Do you think Hasbro and this new Blueprint 2.0 is pushing people into the digital space? Or do you think I'm just freaking nuts? They would never get rid of cardboard. Let me know what you think. I'm very interested. And if you watch Alpha Investments, watch his video. I think there's a couple overlays about what I'm talking about, what he's talking about. So I'm just really curious. Thank you again for all your time. Thank you for your engagement. I look forward to seeing you in the comments. Take care.